back to another episode of The Urge Artifacts. What I'm featuring today is something I've been waiting a very long time to get my hands on, and that is the officially licensed replica of the Black Arrow from the story The Hobbit, the Hobbit movie series. Now, I remember back in the day when this was first released, and I kicked myself not having gotten it then, but for years now, I've been looking on eBay and other online stores and waiting to pull the trigger on getting this replica. I'm a huge fan of everything Lord of the Rings. The books, obviously, the first 3 movies of the Lord of the Rings, and I actually really like the Hobbit series as well. I know some people are not as big a fan of those, but I enjoyed them. And I really loved Luke Evans' portrayal of Bard the Bowman. And I really liked the way they did the Battle of Lake Town. And in that movie, the scene with Bard killing Smaug with the Black Arrow and using his son's shoulder as a level during this scene and, you know, looking into each other's eyes, I just thought that was an amazing scene. I just had to have the arrow that slew a dragon and slew Smaug. The other thing that really appealed to me with this replica is apparently 7 feet long, so I can't wait to see that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do an unboxing, check out the contents of this. I'll give my collectible ranking, and that will be it. So quickly, we'll take a look on the outside of the box. Now, this was listed as new on eBay, but it was on eBay and had been opened before, but I was assured everything was new in the box. Taking a look at the back side, you'll see there's a nice little description of Bard and the Black Arrow itself and some pictures, and then moving down you can see other collectibles from the Lord of the Rings and Hobbit series. Right, so I took the outside collector sleeve off and I'm popping off the box right now. So, here is the certificate of authenticity. It is just a whole background of the design of the Black Arrow. It's kind of on this like nice little distressed paper that kind of feels like a map. And speaking of, on the back side, you have a map of the Lonely Mountain and Lake Town and everything right from the book. So in this box we have the arrowhead. So first impressions of the arrowhead, it is definitely steel here. It looks pretty distressed, like it would be a real arrow, so I'll zoom in right there for you. It's a big arrow, not something that you shoot out of a bow, but in the movie they shoot it out of that kind of like ballista. Now next we have one of the pieces of the arrow shaft, and then we have the second piece of the arrow shaft. So this is the end of the arrow. Okay, you can see all the fletching right here. And the final thing that's in the box, and I set the box to the side because it was getting a little difficult to maneuver, is the plaque. So here is the plaque. Some very nice gold painting on there, and in the back there's just like the officially licensed sticker and a little overview of the Hobbit series. Now, in looking at the screw holes, you can see there's multiple formations, so I believe you could hang this with the arrow nice and vertical going this way, but what I keep thinking about doing is hanging it side to side going this way, because I envision having like the Black Arrow above a fireplace or something like that, or above some other, you know, row of swords or something. So I really like that you can kind of put that in both positions. Right here there is some mounting screws and also just a quick direction sheet. And then also there's just these 2 holders that come in there, and what they'll do is they'll go right on the plaque like so. So now what we're going to do, we're going to put the 3 pieces together. It looks very easy. So first, let's take the back of the arrow. Now this is made of nice wood. There's some threading, and I don't think I mentioned this earlier, but the fletching is very very firm, so this is sturdy. These things aren't going to fall off or anything. Got its United Cutlery number, which is nice. But let's take the end and let's just screw it on. Now the arrow, I don't believe is going to fit in the video fully, but I'll make sure I take some full-length videos of it at the end. All right, and there you have it. So here is the arrow in length aside from the tip, and it's definitely about 7 feet long because I'm pushing it almost across the whole length of my table right here. So you can see it just kind of keeps going. And for the final part, let's put on the arrowhead. There we go. We have it nice and snug. And there it is, all put together. Okay, it's a very long arrow, but that's what you want. These surely aren't cheap collectibles. So here is a view of the arrow in full length. I got some Game of Thrones weapons and a shield, and that rapier from the Princess Bride is a pretty standard length sword. So you can see how big the arrow is, and in getting a little closer, you can see the full length of the arrow. Alright, so now that we have a look at the black arrow, for my collectible ranking, I am going to give this a quality rank. This is an awesome piece. There's not really many things like this. I mean, I could have swords and shields and things like that till the cows come home, but to have a collectible this unique from one of my most beloved universes in the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit, it's definitely an awesome grab. When it first came out and it was like $250, it would probably have gotten a higher rank because that's where the original value is. If you want to add this to your collection, they're hard to find on eBay, but I was happy to snag one, but I'm sure they pop up for you too. I want to thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for more upcoming videos from the Urge Artifacts. Keep on collecting, keep on having fun, and have a great day.